It's that time of day, kids. It's time for your daily Team Fortress 2 gameplay commentary by me, your lovable, friendly neighborhood noob, Velociraptor247. So, more spy. If you're honestly surprised at this point, I don't get it. But, not King of the Hill. Nope, this is now Payload. Payload Goldrush, because God forbid we aren't playing Badwater, Goldrush, and Dust Bowl all the time, right? So I'm going to show you all three phases. I joined somewhat late, so the first phase is kind of already half over. I'm using the Dead Ringer, the default butterfly knife, and the Enforcer. Oh yeah, look at that. Huh. I cannot explain that one. I must have been fighting Gabe N himself, because there is no way. Yeah. Screw you too, Gabe N. Screw you too. So Payload is not my favorite game mode. In fact, it probably was my least favorite game mode at one point, simply because I just could not play it without absolutely getting my butt kicked every single time, losing every round, going like -47 in terms of kill-death spread, and like .000000000000001 in terms of kill-death ratio. And I know that those aren't important in this game, because this isn't Call of Duty, but still, I mean, that is a measure of how well you are doing yourself, and it's pretty bad if you're doing that and you're bottom scoring, and it's just, it really hurts your ego. So I didn't play Payload for the longest time. I do think now that I've had some more experience with the game, I can play it and have some more fun with it. And it is another great game mode for spies, because everybody's clustering around this little nuke on wheels. So all you have to do, run up behind them, and you can get some pretty easy chain stabs. Sometimes 4, 5, or even 6 I've seen. 6 was just, I think it was your eternal reward, because you'd think if 5 people, or to use a joke I heard from this comedian. So, if you backstabbed 6 people, what was the 6th person doing? Was he just standing there, twiddling his thumbs, eating a nectarine, while all of his buddies just dropped dead in front of him? Maybe if you were using your eternal reward, you wouldn't have noticed, but if you weren't, just, what's going on? It's like when you hear... This was a story I got that from. It's like if you hear that an old guy drives through an outdoor market and kills or just runs over 32 people. What was the 32nd person doing? While he hears all these blood-curdling screams from the other end of the market and the revving of engines. Was he also just sitting there eating a nectarine? What is going on? I don't even... No words can be found. I can't. So there was quite a few quite a few. Yeah, just the fact that sometimes people get away with these chain stabs, it's ruining my train of thought here. It's derailing it, to continue the metaphor. Anyway. Now I forgot what I was going to say. I can't believe it. I can't believe I'm this stupid. Oh, that's right. Fast forwarding. Sorry about that. Fast forwarding. There's quite a bit of it in this video, since of course there's setup phases, and nobody wants to sit through and watch a minute of me running around, standing there, watching my knife slowly sway back and forth. It's... Setup phases, even for me, are really boring, since it's not like I do anything. I'm not a medic building Uber. I'm not an engineer building shit. I'm just a spy standing there looking like an idiot waiting for the game to start. And of course, then I don't even get to start when the round begins, because I'm a spy, and that obviously means I can't walk into the crossfire unless I have my Dead Ringer up. But I've seen spies who do that, and half the time they do that, they get flamed, and then they explode repeatedly, and it's pretty hard fail. And I don't even know if I should call it fail, because I've done that so many times myself, so fail seems like a strong word. My own personal failure is probably harder than what I've seen other people do. But here comes a pretty nice one. So see, everybody clusters around the cart, and they just line themselves up. Like, even this medic, he was distracted by a scout, so I stab him. See another medic, stab, stab. Oh look, stab. And the other thing is, so that was a ×4 chain stab. And I think what would be kind of cool if Valve made it so you got an extra point for every additional backstab within like 2 seconds. That would be kind of cool. It would kind of be making it more like other video games, though. I don't know. You know, like Halo, with its double kill, triple kill, overkill, all that stuff. But that was actually started by, I think, Unreal Tournament. Or just Unreal, or Quake, or one of those games started all the double kill, headshot, with the super manly voice, you know, that sort of thing. And monster kill, that sort of thing. So fast forward another setup phase. A sneaky soldier decides to come up behind us, but thankfully he is probably pretty new to the game because he does not spam rockets at me, which probably would have killed me if he did. So I decided to try and go for that heavy medic pair, derp and fall down, so then I decided I'll just go for the card, right? Right, guys? Guys? I'm alone, am I? Aren't I? Yeah. So much pain from only about 5 seconds that I stretched out to be about 15. I don't know how fast or slow I can make clips. I can probably make clips go at a percentage. It's by percentage, so I can probably make them go by a decimal percentage of what their original speed was, like 0.2% speed. Imagine that, 0.2% speed. Just, I think the frame rate, since I run the game, I think I recorded at 80 frames a second. So I don't think if the frame rate got that choppy, it would start going frame by frame. It would look like a slideshow and not like an actual animated movie. Which would be pretty amusing, but I won't do that, 0.2% speed. Maybe just once, if it's like something really weird. Like, that's what I've been doing recently, is just slowing it down when it's something like really weird or a glitch or something, or just most of the time it's just failed backstabs because I don't know what the game's playing tricks on me. Or, you know, when you try to backstab Gabe N, he doesn't really take kindly to that like he did before. So third phase of Bad Water. Bad Water. No, it's that other overplayed Payload map. Gold Water and Bad Rush. Anyway, so this is the third phase of Gold Water. The last point, if your team is competent, it is almost impossible to get, because if I didn't want to record a gameplay, I probably would have switched to Demo Man here. If you have just like 2 or 3 Demo Men just spamming stickies at the cart, you can win really easily. I'm not even kidding. I mean, this is why I don't like Payload. It's just, it takes the whole choke point thing a little too far, to the point where there's only one way to go. For this map especially, there's no way to get behind people, really. So walking backwards, that pro tip, is really the only asset you have. Unless you have, you know, a normal invisibility watch, in which case you can just try to slip by. But even that is very difficult because it's so cramped. And if you bump into one person, he's probably got about 4 buddies behind him. So it's just, yeah, it's a mess. An absolute mess. I do prefer Bad Water over this, though, because it does have some better routes for spies. Goldrush is just a really bad map for spies for the most part. You can get some backstabs, but most of the time it just feels like you're running straight at the enemy, and unless you walk backwards, you're kind of screwed. But of course, when you walk backwards, what happened? You can't see what's behind you. So if you back up into a heavy or into a pyro, well, that's all she wrote for you. The fat lady just sung. Or should I say the fat man with a minigun. But we do lose. Spoiler alert. I usually won't want to show clips that were just epic failure. I lost so hard. But I did actually... Oh my god. This was some pretty good spy gameplay, though, so of course I didn't want to trash it. And I decided, well, I should probably not post more filler on my channel and just post an actual Team Fortress 2 video. I did submit another one to Outreach Gaming. When that comes out, I'll have an announcement video, so anybody who wants to come and watch it can go to that link and watch it. It's a pretty good video. It's got some, I think, some pretty good editing on it, so You might get a chuckle or two out of it. Oh yeah, sap and staps. Sap and staps? Sap and staps. That engineer was a pretty slippery mackerel. He almost got me a second time after I got owned by a sentry gun the first time. He almost got me again, which would have been so embarrassing. But the idea of what I did was I sapped the sentry and waited for him to come back. But he was smart and he didn't go to where I was, so I sapped it again when he came to spy check me. But then I tried to maneuver myself so he would have no choice but to either pick me or the sentry gun. And most engineers will pick the sentry gun. And even if they're running in circles, if you cut them off, you can stab them. And I just ran the opposite direction the sentry was going, replaced the sapper, and got it. That's the end of this video. Thank you very much for watching. Really appreciate it. Love you all. Bye.